Anand, how do you see the church's tilt, or I won't say a pro kind of a tilt, but kind of a tilt towards the BJP right now? It seems to be softening its stance, and only after certain sections within the church, started pointing fingers at the bishops, saying that there's something happening in Manipur, why you're not speaking about it, did they suddenly realize that they need to speak about it with the leadership, with the BJP leadership. Otherwise, they're meeting Amit Shah, they are meeting Prime Minister Modi. They are in touch with the local BJP leaders in Kerala. So, is there a significant shift that is happening because of a fear on possible assertiveness of the Muslim community in Kerala?
Yeah, that's true. And a lot of things have been pointed out already in this discussion on what is making the Christians insecure and why are they feeling, orphaned, and how it started not just now, but from the former UDF regime tenure in 2011. But I would say that it started slightly before that when the hand chopping incident happened. Professor T.J. Joseph's hand chopping infamous incident by the Popular Front cadres. At that point, the church tried to play it down. But I think that festered for a long time, and it was only post 2016 when when a certain number of people were found to have left to join the ISIS, 21, 22 people. In 2016, that it started becoming mainstream in among the church, in the Christian community altogether. But it was only post 2019 that it became such a huge issue, with love jihad being, as Father Paul Telakot rightly pointed out, it was a synod. It was a CBC, the Kerala Catholic Bishops Synod in 2020 January. That it was first, this love jihad bogey was first highlighted, and it was there was a press release which said that love jihad is being it's happening on a wide scale, which without being reported. But then this was denied by the central government. This was denied by the state government. But the bishops and the church, they continue to play this up in various forums, various fora available to them in the church, within the organizations of the church, and among the community. So this has been brewing for some time. But I would say that the root cause, even before the hand chopping incident, the root cause of it is to do with demography. The Christian population, as you have been showing on the screen, is dwindling. Right from 1957, when the state was formed, the Christian population has been on a downward spiral. At that point, the Christians outnumbered the Muslims in the state. But now you can see that the Muslim population has gone up to 27. In 2050, it is projected that the Muslim population will be 1/3 of the state, and the Christian population will come down to 15%, which is kind of, they'll be reduced to a half of what the Muslim population would be. So that, I think, is the root cause, because they are losing their political clout, they are losing their say in the public sphere. The Muslims, they were not so educated in the past. They are attaining education. They are becoming a very strong business community. Unlike in the past, when the Christians owned a lot of commercial establishments in Kerala. So I think all these are contributing to it. And this demography is one basic thing which is propelling all this insecurity within the community. And it's not just the church, the bishops, and the priests who are behind it, but a significant number of laity. Especially in districts like Kottayam and Pathanamthitta, they are totally bought by by the arguments made by the church. And the Bishop of Pale had once, I think within the last couple of years, he had announced a scheme for Christian couples, to have more children, and the church undertaking their education and and everything else, if they can bear more children. So that shows how the church is concerned about their dwindling numbers, and how that reduces their say in the whole political, everything that's related to, in the Kerala
So
public
basically,
sphere.
Anand, you're saying that from your observation that the church is losing its clout in Kerala. It is not as going to be as powerful as it was once upon a time, where it had the power to in fact bring down an entire government. So it's losing its clout in Kerala, basically.
Yes, that is true, and it was in 1959 that the liberation struggle, the Vimochana Samram that you pointed out earlier, happened. At that point, it was basically the Syro Malabar Church which orchestrated it. True that the Nair Service Society backed the church, and later the Muslim groups also backed it, and at some point the Congress party also backed it. But then it was started. It was the entire thing was orchestrated by the Syro Malabar Church. The church had the power to bring down a communist government which had a majority. I mean, it was not an LDF government as such, but it was a proper communist government. And that church has now been reduced to a peripheral player in Kerala politics. It has very little political representation. The Kerala Congress parties, which are basically the mouthpieces of the church, they have been split multiple times, and they are now part of both LDF and the UDF. But their numbers at the representatives have shrunk from, they had 25 MLAs at one time. Now it's down to 6 and 3 in both LDF and UDF. They used to get 3 to 4 ministerial berths, including finance and education and other powerful portfolios. But instead, now the Muslim League continues to, they at one point they had very little representation, but the Indian Union Muslim League now gets more MLAs. They get more ministries. In 2011, they got 5 ministries compared to the Kerala Congress, which got 2 ministries. So these are all factors contributing to what is happening in the church politics.
Well, Anand, also, I just wanted to add one more factor. Do you see the mirroring of the same insecurity between the Nair community and the Christian community? Because the Nair community and the Christian community have a very similar geographical area of spread, and at the same time, both of them have been politically also on the same lines, and that is to be on the as UDF supporters. So both of them are witnessing the same kind of decline. Nair population has come to something around 13%, and the Christian population is also declining to 80. Both of them are on the verge of losing their political hold that they had in the state. Do you think this is what is also driving this Christian outreach? Because those who are in the Nair community who are in favor of the BJP have a traditional ally in the Christians. So because both of them mirror their growth and their this thing, in fact, mirror each other when it comes to the economics as well as the business, and also their decline is also mirroring each other. Is this also a driving force on the ground where they find Nair and Christians being allies on the ground also?
Yes, that is true to some extent. The Nair community have been completely backing the BJP ever since Prime Minister Narendra Modi came to the scene. They see in Narendra Modi somebody who they can vote for. But their leadership, unlike the church leadership, that is the NSS leadership, Nair Service Society's leader, G. Sukumaran Nair, he continues to back the Congress. So that is what stops the community from completely endorsing the BJP. But a change of guard, if instead of Sukumaran Nair, if some other leader takes his place, it's very probable that they'll completely back the BJP. But the community as a whole are still split three-way among the communists, among the UDF and the BJP. But in the last election, that is 2021 election, it was the CSDS, the Hindu CSDS survey pointed out that the BJP got the maximum number of Nair votes compared to the other two fronts, the UDF and the LDF. So that shows that the Nair community, even if their leadership continues to back the Congress, is voting significantly for the BJP. As you said, on the ground, the situation is fertile for both the Nair community and the Syrian Christian community to have common interests, and they see in Muslims a common enemy. So the otherization of the Muslims that the BJP propagates is it's music to them. So that is, but then the point is that in Kerala, the BJP is not yet able to emerge as a third player. They continue to be a peripheral player. Unlike in the other states, they don't have a good leadership. There's no exodus from the Congress to the BJP in Kerala. No significant leader from Congress has joined the BJP. So that is holding these two communities back. For example, if some prominent leaders join the BJP, and if it seems like the BJP has any chance in Kerala to come to power, then both the Syrian Christian community and the Nair community wouldn't hesitate. At least a significant number of them wouldn't hesitate to back the BJP.